Hi everyone, it's Nana and today I will do a account showcase for my almost 2 years old Genshin account. I have a vanilla latte that I prepared at my own home because coffee is very expensive. So as a starter, my channel was created in February 13 of 2023 and I cannot believe how long it has been since I started playing this game. I got Ember not on the first time that I played actually. So basically it was one day earlier than that, on the 12th of February, which is 1 month away from now. So we're 1 month away from 2 years of Genshin Impact, and I would love to say thank you for all of you that have been here since the first Genshin video. I know that a lot of people still watch the first one. I get a lot of new people saying hi in the comments from that first video, and I'm very happy that you guys still enjoy my Genshin content despite me having taken a step back from it. But as you can see, we do have a few characters. We're missing some because my goal was never to get all of them. Alright, this is the part where I show you guys my characters. I have talked so much that my voice is going away. I am a yapper, what can I say? No, my Neuvillette is pretty good. I would like to think so. He has his signature weapon at level 90, which I got early when I was pulling on his banner. So I got to 0 Neuvillette and his weapon on his first banner ever. And his artifacts, which I'll show you. We do have the sands, which are not, that crazy. We have the goblet, which I would like to believe it's good. It did roll quite a bit into crit rates. We do have his crit rate goblet, which is usually not what I use on him, so probably somebody else is using it. We do have his flower, which I mainly use because of the energy recharge on it. And also we got the feather, which has 31% crit damage and HP and energy recharge. So I do believe this is a very great feather. C1, as I've mentioned before, and his talents are 10, 8, 8. I did not really want to take the rest to 10 because I think it was not necessary. He already does enough damage as he is right now. Got Miss Furina, which she is sitting on level 85 for some reason. I probably didn't have enough to level her all the way up and ended up leaving her like that. She has 35,000 HP without being on, a double hydro team, which she usually is. I think she does have 38,000 when she is on a team with Neuvillette. She is using the Battle Pass weapon with refinement rank 5. It took me a while to get this, but I was consistently getting Battle Passes, so I focused on getting the weapon for her. It does fit her really well. Like, the colors are like it was made for her, so I don't mind it. I don't plan on getting her signature weapon as she does fine as she is right now. Her build is 4-piece golden troop with this flower. Does not have HP on this flower, but I really like the amount of crit damage that it has. We do have her feather, which has 20% HP. It rolled crazy. We have the energy recharge sands, which arguably we could probably get a better one, but I stopped farming that domain for a while. We do have the HP goblet, which is pretty decent. Did not roll into flat attack, which is the most important part, and it also has a little bit of energy recharge, which she needs. And her crit damage goblet, which was a goblet that was not a goblet, is a circlet. I cannot read, but this circlet was originally Ayaka's circlet. I did get it for her, and it is in my account since I got Ayaka. And Ayaka is not using it. Unfortunately, the poor girl is naked. But Constellation 0 did not get any of her constellations, and I don't plan to. And that's how she is, 198. We have Mr. Osmanthus wine with a whopping 53,000 HP. I still think it's very crazy how much HP this man got. He is a shield bot. I don't plan on making him a damage dealing Zhongli. I just want his shield. It's comfortable, it's nice, and I don't have to dodge, and I don't have to worry too much about what I'm doing. He is using a 3-star weapon, refinement rank 5, black tassel. I think it's still one of the best ones, and that insane 80% damage increase against slimes. We do be fighting slimes a lot, you know. It is very useful. The artifact is a set bonus of tenacity of the Millilith. I just put like 5 pieces because I had it. This is the sands, just, you know, like a lot of energy. This is the goblet, a lot of energy. This is the HP circlet, which has a lot of energy. And his flower, which yeah, it is a very good flower, but I'm just using it on him because of the HP. I don't know if this one would be better. Yeah, this one does not have HP. So we're just using this one, although it would be a very good DPS flower. And the feather has 15% HP and 28% crit damage for whatever reason. I think it was a 4-liner, but I'm using it mostly because of the HP. Constellation 0 and talent are 193. Like I said, I only use his shield, so that's what I focused on. We've got Xilonen with 2,700 defense, which honestly is not what she is supposed to have. She needs more. The weapon is the black sword because I don't know how to get the defense weapon that you get in Natlan. If anybody wants to tell me, I will be very happy. Thank you. The artifacts are 4-piece Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City, which is the set in Natlan. They're whatever, you know, not a lot of defense. They are a little bit more of a type of hybrid build kind of vibe. So you can see this one has 27 defense though, and it still rolled a little bit into crit rate and crit damage, which is kind of interesting. We do have this one which does not have any defense, the defense goblet, which is also pretty decent. It rolled into flat defense, which is not so bad for her as she needs that. We have the defense goblet, which is whatever. I think we can definitely get a better one. And the crit damage circlet, which is actually pretty okay, all things considered, but I think that she needs a defense. So I'll most likely be farming for a defense circlet for her. Constellation 0, talent are 387. I still haven't really focused on her talent. I think I probably should, because I've been using her like that. I forgot that she was not fully built. Next one we have is Wanderer, my precious, lovely boy that is very rude. He's not being rude right now, but he has his signature weapon, which is Tula's Remembrance, the bell. It is very cute. I really like the bell just ringing when you are exploring using him. The artifact is Desert Pavilion. I really like this piece. I think it is so good. It has a really good amount of crit rate and good amount of crit damage. We have the animal damage bonus goblet, which arguably is not my best one. I think Xiao's is better than this one. We do have his crit damage circlet, which has 13% crit rate. Wish he had attack percent because he does not have 2000 attack. I think 2000 attack is the recommended, but he has 1900. Of course, with like some buffs from other characters, he does do well. We do have the flower, which arguably could be much better than this, but I hate farming Desert Pavilion. Now we do have the strong box for Desert Pavilion, so I should maybe strongbox some stuff and get flowers for him. And that's his feather. I think it's decent. But yeah, I think he would benefit from having more attack. Constellation 0, and the talents are 10, 9, 8. I like how they are in order like that. Really appreciate my mind back then leaving it like that. I have Kaedehara Kazuha with 947 Elemental Mastery. I wish I could get to 1,000, but I would have to rebuild him, and I'm not really planning on doing that. We do have Zypho's Moonlight, and oh, okay. Zypho's Moonlight took me a lot of pulls to get, and I ended up getting a weapon, and it was a loss on the weapon banner. So technically, if I pull on the weapon banner right now, I could get a banner weapon, but I don't have any money for that. But yeah, when Zypho's was on the banner, I pulled, and it took me like 70 pulls to get a single one. Don't regret though, Kazuha never got his signature, and he was using the free one. I do believe Zypho's is a little better because of the energy that he gains. Would love to get more copies of Zypho's eventually, but you know, we get what we get. His artifacts are, of course, 4-piece VV with an Elemental Mastery Circlet, a flower that has 79 Elemental Mastery, a feather, I was gonna say plume, but I've been calling it feather, that has 42. Probably could find one that has more, but it would not be on set. The Elemental Mastery Sands, and the Elemental Mastery Goblet. All of them, I don't think the substats matter that much except for energy, so I think that he is fine with whatever he has. Constellation 0 and talents 4, 7, 9. I forgot that he was in this sorry state, but honestly, that shows you how freaking good Kazuha is, that you don't really need to max him out to get the best out of him. I've never had any issues using him with the way he is right now. We do have Xiao here with over 2,000 attack, which is beautiful. He's using Arlecchino's weapon. Sue me, Arlecchino fans. Sue me, all of you, every single one of you, sue me. I pulled her weapon for him because I never got his weapon, so he's using this one. He is on 4-piece Vermilion, which is a painful domain to be at. This is his flower. No, not a flower, this is a feather. This is the sands, which I think it's pretty okay. This is his goblet, which is pretty nice. 12% crit rate is always very good. His circlet and his flower. This flower is crazy, honestly. This is a very crazy flower. I really like it. He is C0 and his talents are 9, 7, 10. Really like this boy. He's very cute, very short. So Yae Miko is missing one piece because I do switch pieces up between other characters. So I'm just gonna put on her for, you know, the sake of the video. This is the piece that I share with her and with Tighnari. So this is my Miko. She's using the Solar Pearl at rank 1, which I don't think is that great, but since she is just like a sub DPS build, I use her like that. This is her build. It's 2-piece attack, 2-piece elemental mastery because I use her in EM teams. This is the Sands. 15% crit rate, by the way. You might look at it and see nothing. 15% crit rate is a lot, okay? This is her goblet. Not that great, but this is what we've got. I could potentially try to find a new one, but I'm not looking to build her. We do have this circlet, which was just laying around. And this is the flower. And the feather. The feather is great. I think this feather is really good. C0, and her talents are 7, 8, 8. Should probably level her talents eventually. We have Raiden Shogun. Really nice. This is not the weapon that she's supposed to be using. This is the weapon. She uses the catch on refinement rank 2 because nobody is gonna force me to, you know, fish. I don't want that. Then we have these goblet, which is very good. I really like the goblet. We got the circlet. We've got the flower, which is arguably also a very good flower. And we got the feather, which is like the weakest piece that she got. C0 and her talents. We got Baizhu with 43,000 HP. The weapon that he's using is Favonius Codex, a rank 5. It's not fully leveled. I think the full level is 90, but I didn't take it to that. Just a standard build, mostly focused on HP and energy. As you can see, nothing really special about it, just HP and energy. And this one is actually kind of crazy. I didn't have another one and I didn't want to waste this, so I gave it to him because the other option is 35% crit damage as well. So with HP pieces, I just rolled them very well. I would love to give one of these to Furina actually, if I end up refarming stuff for her. Constellation 1, one of my only characters that are limited and have constellations. Talents 187, I don't think he needs more than that. That's my Baizhu. This is my Alhaitham. Not sure what is happening with him. I think he's supposed to have low attack. I don't remember how he works, but he does have his signature weapon. Got it recently. Not recently, I got on his banner. What am I talking about? His build is 4-piece Gilded Dreams with the circlet. Got a little bit too much attack there, but you know, never hurts. We've got his flower, which is pretty decent. Got his feather, and the sands have 15% crit rate, which is really good. I think it rolled every single thing in. No, it rolled one time in flat HP. It could have rolled more into crit rate, right? Could have been a crazy piece. And then we have the Dendro Goblet, which arguably is not very great. But the two options that I have right now are not great at all. So that's my Alhaitham. Constellation 0. Talent 7, 10, 9. Because DPS characters I usually like to take the main stat at 10. We have Nahida with 956 EM, the precious little baby. With our 5 sacrificial fragments, gives a lot of EM. We have a standard EM, full EM build for her. We have the Elemental Mastery Sands. The Goblet has 36% crit damage, just ignore that. And the Circlet, we've got the Flower. Doesn't have EM, which would be nice to have. And the feather has 61%, not 61%, imagine if it was 61%, but 61 flat elemental mastery, which is the only thing that we can have flat, right? Flat elemental mastery. C0 would be lovely to get her at C2 one day, but I don't think it's necessary. Talent 898. I rarely take characters to 10. We have Kuki Shinobu. I'm not really sure what build she has. I think she has like a full EM build right now. And I have a C4 with the talents not even there. But that's my Kuki. She has 933 EM with Iron Sting, which was the weapon that Kazuha was using. We got the Elemental Mastery Circlet, the Flower, just to get the 2-piece set, I believe. This one as well, but we got a bit of EM in here. Elemental Mastery Sands, just any Elemental Mastery Sands would have done. It just so happens that this one got a lot of crit damage. And the Goblet. So she's just an EM bot basically. I use her quite a bit with Alhaitham. Then we have Wriothesley. I think my Wriothesley is not doing that great. He is with the Witsif Refinement rank 5. And by the way, I have so many Witsifs. I have like one R4 and one R5 and another R5. The artifacts is for Peace Marishusi Hunter. Just your standard DPS build. The sands are very okay. The goblet is crazy. I would like to think it's crazy. I really like it. I don't know how it rolled. I rolled one time in flat attack, which is not too terrible, I guess, considering that it rolled very well. We do have his circlet, which has 14% crit rate, which is very great. And the flower. I think he's pretty decent. Constellation 0 and the talents are 998. He's one of the few DPSs that I have at 9. For some reason, I guess I just didn't build him very much. We have Lyney. I really like Lyney. He is great. He's using Thundering Pulse. It was Yoimiya's weapon, and I think it fits him pretty well. Although the collar does not match anything on him, it's just, you know, it's just his weapon now. The artifacts are obviously 4-piece Marishusi Hunter with the sands. They are pretty similar to each other if you look at it. Both of these sands. We have the Pyro Goblet, which is I think it could be better, but I just have too many power characters. We do have the circlet, has a bit of attack, and then we have the flower and the feather. The feather is pretty decent. I would probably change with Yae Miko if the Yae Miko feather had attack percent. But I think like in general he's great. C0 and the talents are 988. Also one of the DPSs that don't have anything on 10. It just costs so much to take things to 10. Okay, it's just very expensive. We have Navia at level 80. Definitely a character that I'm trying to work on. As you can see, I've been trying to, when I remember, I've been trying to get her to 90. She's using the Wolf's Gravestone, also at level 80, which I will level up as soon as I level her. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video building Navia. I really want to rebuild her because I feel like her build is not as great. Artifacts are 4-piece Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. I love the name of this. This is a great freaking circlet. It was originally Raiden's, but you know, I think Navia could use it better, and Raiden's circlet, as you can see, is not terrible. But yeah, Navia is using it. We have these flower, and then we've got the feather and the sands. I think the sands are pretty good. And we've got the Geo damage bonus goblet, which it's one of the items that I got from... What is it the name of the thing that you can actually choose the main stat and the things? It was the only thing that I was able to get on it because it took me forever to be able to get the 3 or 4 enough to do this. She does have better goblets, but then I would have to change the circlet. So I'm just considering this decent enough because it is on set. C0 and the talents are 588 because she's level 80. I will work on you next, Navia, I promise. We're skipping Jean because she does not have a build. I've tried to do something about her, but I got lazy. We have Emilie with the Battle Pass Deathmatch at R1. I thought it was a little more, but apparently it's just R1. Then we have the Unfinished Reverie with her crit damage circlet, the flower, feather, sands, and goblet. I think the goblet is pretty decent. Her build in general is pretty decent. C0 and the talents are 286. As you can see, my Emilie needs a bit of work. Now we've got Tighnari. I had to really quickly change the Yae Miko flower to him because they both share. I don't use them both in the same team because of that, but he's using the Skyward Harp that I got on the standard banner. He's using 4-piece Gilded Dream with the flower. Arguably could be a better flower. Not flower, this is a feather. Why do I always call a feather a flower? For some reason, that's always what happens. The Elemental Mastery Sands, not that great. We've got the Danger Damage bonus, Goblet, which is also not that great. And the Circlet, which is not that great. And the flower is okay. So my Tighnari is suffering a little bit. He is C0 and the talents are 866. He is level 80, so I need to work on him a bit more. I just have to farm a lot of stuff and I'm a little lazy. We got Yoimiya also at level 80. Poor girl. I've used her a lot, and since I don't use her as much anymore, I didn't want to waste resources. I do have a refinement rank 5 Rust on her. We have a 4-piece Shimenawa's Reminiscence with the Sands of Aeon. I don't know why I said the entire name, but the sands are pretty okay. This is all like very old artifacts that are on her, by the way. This is like back when I got her in 2023. So her build hasn't changed since then. And she was my first really decent character at C0, and the talents are 887. We've got Faruzan, Miss Madame. Lovely Faruzan. I got her on a R5 Favonius with a 4-piece Tenacity, which is kind of like a crit build for some reason. Crit and attack and a little bit of energy. This energy recharge sands is really good, by the way. But she is Constellation 6. It took me around 360 pulls to see 6 Faruzan across every banner that she has been. Yeah, it was bad. The talents are 8 and 8. Because she's level 80, I usually don't level supports to 90. We have Charlotte. She is built, but I don't think she is well built at all. She's using the Otherworldly Story, which is a 3-star weapon that is not refinement rank 5. She is on a 5-piece Song of Days Best. Look at how huge the description of this is. Like, it's crazy. But it is on a crit energy recharge attack build. All of her pieces rolled very well for some reason. But I don't really use her very often. She's C2 and the talents are 167, as you can see. Very good healer though. She helps me quite a bit. We have Layla. My Layla is currently not built. And she is C5. I only need one more Layla for C6. The talents are 187? 197? 176? Something like that. And then here we have Toma, which is not built. Bennett. My Bennett was built like ages ago with the Sapwood Blade. I never got more refinements for it because it's only important the base attack for it. He is on a 4-piece Noblesse. Let's just speedrun this because it's an old character and the build is very old. C6 Bennett, never regret it. And the talents are not that great either. We have Zhongli with the Ballad of the Jords. I got this for her on the Battle Pass because it does help when she is on a burning team with Wriothesley. Then we have her on 4-piece Emblem of Severed Faith. Everything is pretty average. Like, this has 30% crit damage, but you know, it's still average. It's just like a sub DPS build. Very average, C6. And the talents are not that much. Then I think starting from here, all of the characters are not built. Yeah, this is not something to look at. We have Mona. She has like some pieces thrown at her for some reason. Probably was doing the imaginary in theater, and yeah, she's C5. I hate her. Xingqiu have the sacrificial sword at R3. I've never got more than that. Oh, I actually have one here. Wait, we can actually add one. Well, refinement 4, guys. We have it at the refinement 4. I've never noticed that I got one more. And 4-piece emblem of severed faith. He got the beautiful goblet, crit damage, circlet, flower. We've got the feather and the sands. I think everything is pretty standard for him. He's a sub DPS. C3, never got him to C6 unfortunately, and the talents are also as you would expect from me. Now I'll show the details. This is Neuvillette. We've got Xilonen. She is a sub DPS for some reason. I thought it would work well. You guys let me know if this is an okay build or not. She has been working fine, but yeah, this is Wanderer. We've got Kazuha with his 900 EM. Xiao with 85% crit rate to 198 crit damage. It pains me that we need 2 more percent to 200 crit damage. We've got Yae Miko with 92% crit rate to 180 crit damage. Raiden with 50, 150, and a bunch of energy recharge. Baizhu is mostly the energy recharge and the HP. This is my Alhaitham. I do believe he might need a little bit more crit rate, and he has a little bit too much energy recharge, but we're just gonna roll with it. Nahida. She is just an EM Nahida. I used to have a hybrid, but just EM. Again, just an EM character. He is pretty decent, I would say. 45% crit rate is because of the Marashusi, of course, so consider that for the Natlan characters. Not Natlan, Fontaine. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is Lyney. He does get a 100% crit rate with the set, I believe, or at least close to that. We have Navia, which arguably she needs a better build. Then we got Emilie. She is looking okay for a sub DPS. We've got Tighnari. Definitely could be a little better, but he is also a work in progress that will probably take a long time. Then we have Yoimiya, which is a free-to-play Yoimiya since her weapon is with somebody else. Then we have Faruzan. She is a hybrid. For some reason, I did give her enough crit rate and crit damage, and she still has enough energy. Charlotte is also kind of a hybrid, a little bit less crit rate than, you know, necessary, I would say, and a little less attack than she needs, but all around, I think she works fine. That's Bennett, mostly energy recharge and HP. We've got Zhongli, which she does not have enough energy recharge for the most part, so I probably should look into that and give her like 200 or something. But I feel like over average, you know, like she's an average Zhongli. Now that I've shown you guys the characters, these are the weapons. I do not have that many 5-star weapons, as you can see. I'm not gonna show one by one because otherwise this video would be huge. But these are the weapons that I have. I have Lyney's, I have Neuvillette, I have Wanderer, Arlecchino, but Xiao is using, and Alhaitham. All of those I won the weapon banner PD. I never lost on these. This is Skyward Harp that I got on standard. This is also standard, and this is standard. I should probably level it up for somebody. And this Skyward Pride, I got one on standard, and then trying to get Zyphel's Moonlight, I got one of these. So it was my first loss in the weapon banner, which I'm not mad about. And then we have like a bunch of 4-star weapons, as you can see. We have a lot of them. I do use some of the 3-star ones, as I mentioned before. Then the artifacts, I do have only 400 out of 2000. I stopped farming for a while, but I do have like a bunch that are not used, I guess. I could level some. Materials, as I mentioned, I don't have many. I guess the last part of this video should be showing you guys my exploration, right? So starting from Mondstadt, we do have 100% in all of the Mondstadt areas, which is very cool. Very nice. For the Liyue area, I believe we have 100%, the old Liyue, of course. This is not like about the new area of Liyue. Inazuma, I do have 100% on everything as well. Well, you know, you could say that I've explored quite a bit. Fontaine, I have 100% in most of the areas. You can see that in Mort region is where I kind of stopped playing a little bit. In the Leaf region, I kind of got tired of exploring, so it's 95%. The entire Fontaine area, by the way, is not explored with the compass because I did never get the compass from Fontaine. I just, yeah, you know, it happens. Then we got the Chenyu Valley area, which is very well explored, I would say. Would love to take it to 100%, so let me know if you guys are interested in a video where I 100% this area. I would love to make it for you guys. Oh, I forgot this area, which is also Fontaine. So this area is 88%. Then we got Sumeru. We are out of order, but anyway, Sumeru is 100%. I have everywhere in Sumeru 100%. Against popular belief, I really enjoyed the Aranara quest. It was very cute. I cried playing it. I did play off camera, of course, because I don't think you guys would be interested in watching that. But that's basically that. And then the last region is Natlan. And as you can see, I flopped when it comes to the exploration on Natlan. I didn't even unlock this one. I don't even know when this actually got released, if it's new or not. But yeah, the Natlan area is definitely lacking. So let me know if you also would like me to do any exploration video for Natlan. I think it would give me a reason to actually explore the game. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my account showcase. AR60, almost 2 years playing this game, a bunch of 5 stars. I should mention that this is not a free-to-play account. I think it's pretty obvious, but you know, just mentioning it at the end in case anybody is wondering if it is free-to-play. It's not. It's not free-to-play. I did spend battle pass and walking constantly. I have not spent for the past 6 months though, so yeah, I guess I'm free to play now. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.